In just a few days, California has faced the closure of not one, not two, but 3 factories, all run by well-established companies with significant resources and long-standing connections to the state. This is undoubtedly difficult news for California and for the hundreds of workers who now have to seek new employment opportunities in an increasingly competitive economy. This situation is largely driven by these economic challenges. We're seeing a blend of several influential factors at work here. There's significant macroeconomic uncertainty due to tariffs. Although there's been much discussion about bringing jobs back to America, retaliatory tariffs from other countries are prompting companies to move more of their production capacity overseas. This back-and-forth situation complicates matters for everyone involved. Additionally, there are some warning signs in the American economy. Consumer confidence is declining, layoffs are becoming more common, and there is a general concern that people might start cutting back on their spending. If this happens, food and beverage companies like the ones we're focusing on today often bear the brunt and have to find ways to reduce costs. As prices rise with tariffs and inflation, companies need to identify methods to trim expenses and increase efficiencies. Reducing personnel, although painful, can sometimes be a very effective strategy to achieve this. In considering the factors at play, each business has its preferred locations for partnerships. And many factories, especially the older ones, like the 55-year-old facility I'm highlighting, may not be optimized for the automation and efficiencies required in the 21st century. Despite these challenges, this development is certainly difficult news for many individuals in California. Let's explore further. Blue Diamond, the well-known almond company, has announced the closure of its manufacturing plant in Sacramento, which will result in the loss of 600 jobs. The company plans to consolidate operations at 2 other facilities within the state. Some of the affected employees will have the chance to transfer to these alternative locations. This decision marks a significant change for a California cooperative that has been in operation for many years. Blue Diamond announced that the plant was simply too costly to run. Since the company is relocating operations to other facilities within California, this doesn't seem to be a statewide issue. It might relate to business regulations or tax policies in Sacramento, or it could be due to inefficiencies in the plant's setup or outdated equipment. These are just informed speculations open to discussion. However, one thing is certain: this closure is a devastating loss for hundreds of workers. Unfortunately, the challenges in California extend beyond this situation. Earlier this week, Frito-Lay, a division of Pepsi, closed its Rancho Cucamonga manufacturing plant after 50 years of operation. This facility was a cornerstone of the community, producing popular snacks like Cheetos, Doritos, Funyuns, and Tostitos. Although Frito-Lay hasn't disclosed the exact number of layoffs, reports suggest that hundreds of jobs were lost, which significantly impacts this small community. On a more positive note, Pepsi has stated that it is offering severance packages to the affected workers, although the specifics of these terms remain undisclosed. The company informed workers about the changes on Monday, but it's clear they had been planning this for some time. They've likely increased capacity at other locations to prevent any shortages of these popular snacks. Although the plant itself is no longer operational, the warehouse, transportation, and distribution teams are still active, meaning the campus is far from deserted. We extend our best wishes to the laid-off workers, hoping for positive outcomes despite the current wave of layoffs in California. And on that note, Coca-Cola has recently declared its intention to shut down its facility located at 1201 Commerce Boulevard in American Canyon. This decision will result in the loss of 135 well-paying jobs, with nearly all positions being terminated by June 30th, when the plant is set to close. A small number of employees will remain to manage the transition process through August. This move is part of Coca-Cola's ongoing strategic plan. Coca-Cola is taking steps to outsource a significant portion of its production and logistics to third-party companies. This strategy aims to streamline their operations and allow the company to focus more on areas such as research and development, marketing, public relations, and pricing. By doing so, Coca-Cola can reduce its emphasis on logistics, production, and distribution. Additionally, the impact of tariffs is a factor in this decision, as the company seeks to maintain more localized supply chains. It's important to note that there haven't been any general concerns raised about California's business climate, regulatory environment, or tax policies. The situations we're looking at seem to be isolated incidents, rather than part of a larger trend of businesses leaving the state. In fact, many companies are simply reallocating their production capacity to other facilities within California. Nonetheless, it's certainly unfortunate for the state to witness these job losses. Certainly, please provide the text you would like me to rewrite for the YouTube narration. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to The Coconut Mama on YouTube at youtube.com/thecoconutmama for more.